Today, we embark on an incredible journey through time to uncover one of the most astonishing stories in American numismatic history, the story of the 1788 to 2000 mint Mark Washington quarter-dollar coin. This isn't just any quarter. This coin, believed to be one of a kind, has stunned collectors, historians, and the financial world with its unimaginable current market value of $74 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single 25-cent piece, minted in Philadelphia, is now worth more than most homes, sports cars, or even private jets. Let's begin by setting the historical stage. The Washington quarter first entered circulation in 1932, introduced to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The quarter quickly became a staple in American currency, featuring the stoic profile of the nation's first president and eventually evolving through multiple design changes across decades. But in 1999, something extraordinary began. The U.S. Mint launched the 50 State Quarters program, one of the most ambitious coin series in American history. Each state was honored with a unique reverse design, minted in the order that the states ratified the Constitution. Now, why does the year 1788 matter here? Because that was the year several original colonies, including Georgia, Connecticut, and others, officially joined the Union. To celebrate each state's entry, quarters were minted in their name from 1999 through 2008. The coin we're discussing today, a quarter that bridges 1788 and 2000, holds within it layers of American symbolism, striking rarity, and unprecedented minting anomalies that have driven its value into the stratosphere. How could a Washington quarter from the 1788 to 2000 series reach a value of $74 million? To answer that, we have to look beyond just age or historical context. This particular coin, minted in Philadelphia and marked with a P, has a number of characteristics that make it a true unicorn in the world of coins. First, it exhibits a double-die obverse, a rare error in which the design elements are imprinted twice, slightly offset, resulting in a doubled image. The doubling on the date, the word Liberty, and Washington's eye is clear under magnification, but the mysteries don't end there. Advanced metallurgical analysis performed by private collectors revealed that the planchet, the blank metal disc from which this coin was struck, was not the standard copper-nickel clad. Instead, it was an experimental alloy rumored to have been tested during a brief U.S. Mint trial in 1999 and never officially released to the public. This means that the coin might not have been intended for circulation at all, and its presence in the wild could be a fluke, an accidental survivor of a secretive experiment. Now, let's talk about condition. This quarter was certified by the Professional Coin Grading Service, or PCGS, as an MS-70 mint state perfection. That means the coin has no post-production imperfections visible under 5x magnification. In coin grading, this is the equivalent of a perfect game in baseball or a hole-in-one on a par 5. It simply doesn't happen. Adding to the mystique, this coin was owned by a private collector for nearly 2 decades before its recent reemergence at a high-profile international auction. When bidding opened, it was expected to fetch no more than $2 million, a hefty sum, but nowhere near the historic record it would go on to set. As the gavel fell, the coin had reached an astronomical $74 million, sold to an anonymous buyer from Asia who reportedly sees the coin as a global symbol of monetary transformation. Whether you see it as art, history, or investment, this quarter transcends its face value like no other. But let's ask ourselves, why would someone pay that much for a coin? It's not just about rarity. It's about provenance, mystique, symbolism, and most importantly, potential. Just like a Picasso painting or a rare gem, this coin represents a one-of-a-kind convergence of history, mystery, and monetary evolution. It's a tangible artifact from a program meant to unify America through coinage, yet it now stands alone, an icon of elite numismatics. And here's the kicker. Experts believe there may be 1 or 2 more of these anomalous Washington quarters out there, undiscovered in circulation or tucked away in old coin rolls, piggy banks, or dusty drawers. That's right, someone out there might be holding a fortune in their hand without even realizing it. So here's what you need to do. Go through your coin jars. Examine every quarter you come across, especially the ones from 1999 and 2000. Look closely for any doubling, unusual shine, weight differences, or metallic tones. And always check the mint mark. If you spot AP on a 1788 to 2000 state quarter with odd features, you could be holding something extraordinary. You could be holding history. You could be holding millions. Recap: the legendary 1788 to 2000 P mint mark Washington quarter is not just a quarter. It is a historical miracle, a perfect specimen of numismatic excellence, and currently, the most expensive modern U.S. coin ever sold. Its value has not only changed hands, but also changed the perception of what everyday money can truly become. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this incredible deep dive into coin history and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins hiding in plain sight, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single treasure hunting tip. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next pocket find be worth a fortune. Hello and welcome, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and rare currency enthusiasts. If you've ever sifted through your spare change and wondered if you might be sitting on a gold mine, today's video will blow your mind. Because today, we are going deep into the world of one of the most deceptively common yet incredibly valuable coins ever to pass through the hands of Americans. The legendary 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln cent that is now worth up to $54,683 in the collector's market. Yes, that's right, a single 1-cent coin from 1978 could put over $50,000 into your pocket if you know what to look for. So buckle in, because this isn't just a penny, it's a piece of American history that's making serious money in the modern world. The origin of the 1978 Lincoln pennilets start by taking a journey back to 1978. Jimmy Carter was president. The first test tube baby had just been born. The Bee Gees ruled the charts. And at the United States Mint, millions of Lincoln cents were being produced as part of a tradition that began in 1909, honoring the legacy of Abraham Lincoln. In 1978, the penny was still being struck primarily from 95% copper and 5% zinc. This was 1 year before the major change in composition that happened in 1982 when the mint shifted to copper-plated zinc coins due to rising copper prices. So any 1978 penny you find today still carries a weightier feel and that distinct copper hue that older collectors recognize instantly. Now, the majority of 1978 pennies were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. However, the one struck in Philadelphia carried no mint mark at all, which was typical for Philadelphia issues prior to 1980. So when you find a 1978 penny with no mint mark, you're most likely looking at a Philadelphia strike. But here's the kicker: while most of these coins were mass-produced and worth only face value today, there is a very specific category of these 1978 no-mint mark coins that defy the odds due to error, condition, and rarity, and have skyrocketed in value. Why this penny is worth a fortune? So, how does a common 1-cent coin turn into a collectible masterpiece worth over $54,000? It all comes down to condition, rarity, and what we call numismatic perfection. In the case of the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, the most valuable examples are those that were never circulated, preserved in pristine condition, and graded as MS 67 or higher. That's Mint State 67 on the Sheldon grading scale, by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Now imagine this: millions of these coins were made, but only a tiny fraction of them were perfectly preserved. Most were used to buy candy, bus rides, or ended up rattling around in cash drawers. Very few ever survived in gem uncirculated condition, with full details, a strong strike, no contact marks, and vibrant original luster. And among those survivors, the absolute top-tier specimens become the darlings of coin auctions and high-end collectors. One such coin, a 1978 Lincoln cent with no mint mark, graded MS 67 red. recently fetched an astonishing $54,683 at auction. That's right, one single penny, smaller than a bottle cap, turned into a small fortune. And the reason it reached that level of value is that it represented the highest quality known for that specific issue. When rarity meets demand and condition, prices soared. How to identify the valuable 1978 NO Mint Mark PNY now that you know the potential value. Let's talk about how you can identify whether your 1978 penny could be worth big money. First, flip your penny over and check for a mint mark under the date. If you see no letter, no D for Denver, no S for San Francisco, you have a Philadelphia issue. That's your first clue. Next, look at the overall condition of the coin. Has it been circulated? Are there scratches, discoloration, or wear? Or is the coin still gleaming with a bright, reddish copper tone and crisp details in Lincoln's hair and beard? The higher the quality and less wear, the better. Then, it's time to look for errors or doubling. While rare for this year, some 1978 pennies show signs of doubling on the date or lettering. These double die errors are highly sought after and can dramatically increase value. Use a magnifying glass or microscope and check areas like the date, Liberty, and In God We Trust. To really understand your coin's value, you should send it to a professional grading service. This step is crucial. Only professionally graded coins command top prices, and MS-67 or higher is the gold standard for investment-grade Lincoln cents from this era. The market value TODAY. So, what's the current market telling us? As of now, in 2025, auction houses and online platforms are still buzzing with interest in high-grade Lincoln cents. And the 1978 No Mint Mark penny remains a standout. Coins graded MS-67 red or higher are fetching between $5,000 to over $50,000 depending on specific eye appeal, auction competition, and market timing. Even lower mint state examples like MS-65 or MS-66 can bring in between $100 and $1,000. Collectors are hungry for top-tier examples from the 1970s. And because the Lincoln Memorial reverse design, which appears on this coin, was retired in 2008, collectors are now even more focused on completing high-grade memorial cent collections. This added interest only pushes prices higher for the finest examples. What to do if you find ONESO? What should you do if you find a 1978 penny with no mint mark in your change jar, coin roll, or an old coffee can? First, handle it carefully. Don't clean it. Cleaning can scratch the surface and ruin its value. Place it in a soft coin holder or flip. Then compare its details to online images of high-grade specimens. Consider consulting with a coin dealer or submitting it for professional grading if you believe it's in exceptional condition. And if you're serious about coins, start checking rolls from the bank or buying old penny collections. You never know, your next great find might be waiting in the very next roll. Just one rare coin can change your life. There you have it. The incredible story of the 1978 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny, a simple copper cent that has stunned collectors by reaching a staggering market value of over $54,683. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a beginner just getting started, coins like this prove that American pocket change still holds hidden treasures. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you've got a rare penny story or questions about your own coins, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep hunting, because you never know what's hiding in your pocket. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts, treasure hunters, and history lovers. Today's episode is one of the most exciting yet, as we take a deep dive into the story behind a seemingly ordinary penny from the year 2003 that has shocked collectors around the world. That's right, we are talking about the elusive and incredibly valuable 2003 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark, which is turning heads in the numismatic community for being worth an astonishing $73,984 in today's coin market. Stay tuned as we uncover the truth behind its origins, the mystery of its missing mint mark, and how it has become one of the most unexpected treasures hiding in plain sight. The basics of the 2003 Lincoln Pennilets begin with the basics. The Lincoln 1-cent coin, commonly referred to as the Lincoln penny, has been a mainstay in American currency since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, President Abraham Lincoln. By 2003, the Lincoln cent had already seen nearly a century of circulation, with billions of coins produced each year from different U.S. mints. In 2003, pennies were primarily struck at two locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins struck in Philadelphia usually have no mint mark, while those from Denver bear a small D beneath the year. But here's where things get strange. While no mint mark is normal for Philadelphia-issued coins, certain 2003 no mint mark pennies have surfaced with abnormal features that set them apart, including die errors, doubled dies, off-center strikes, or unusual planchet anomalies, all of which can exponentially increase a coin's value. Why this coin is so valuable? So what makes this specific 2003 penny worth nearly $74,000? It comes down to a rare combination of error, condition, and collector demand. According to reputable coin experts and auction records, a handful of 2003 Lincoln cents with no mint mark have been certified in near-perfect condition, mint state 69 or higher, by professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC. These coins show pristine surfaces, flawless strikes, and sometimes display rare doubling in Lincoln's eye, date, or lettering. When this level of quality meets scarcity and a passionate collector base, the result is a price tag that sounds more like a luxury car than a copper coin. It's also important to consider the law of supply and demand in the coin world. While billions of Lincoln pennies were minted in 2003, only a tiny fraction received perfect handling and storage. Fewer still were struck with notable errors and kept in pristine condition. This coin's incredible valuation is not just about the absence of a mint mark, but rather about the presence of premium features combined with an exceptional state of preservation. Real auctions and sales. Now, let's talk real numbers. In 2024, a highly graded 2003 no mint mark Lincoln penny sold at auction for $73,984, setting a new benchmark for modern-era coins from the early 21st century. The coin was submitted to auction by a private collector who had inherited it from a relative who collected uncirculated mint rolls. It was encapsulated and graded by PCGS and marketed as one of the finest known examples of its kind. Bidders from across the globe participated in the sale, and the coin shattered all expectations by drawing nearly six figures from a high-end buyer seeking to round out a rare Lincoln cent registry set. What do you look for in your CHNG? So, how can you tell if you might have a rare 2003 penny hiding in your pocket or coin jar? Here are a few quick tips. First, look closely at the date 2003. Next, examine the coin's surface under a bright light or magnifying glass. Do you see doubling in the letters, especially in Liberty or the motto, "In God We Trust"? Check Lincoln's eye and jawline for signs of die variety. Then, assess the overall condition. Is the coin uncirculated, with full original luster and no signs of wear? If so, it may be worth getting it professionally graded. Pay special attention to coins that seem unusually sharp or have an off-center strike, as these characteristics can add thousands to the value. You can also weigh the coin. Standard Lincoln cents made from copper-plated zinc should weigh about 2.5 grams. If your coin weighs significantly more or less, it may have been struck on the wrong planchet, which could make it even rarer. Current market trends. The coin market has seen a dramatic increase in interest in modern-era coins and rare high-grade pieces in recent years. Thanks to online marketplaces, social media coin communities, and televised auction houses, more collectors are aware of the hidden gems among contemporary coins. This has caused a sharp uptick in the value of Lincoln cents from the 2000s that are certified in top grades or exhibit interesting errors. The 2003 no mint mark penny is one of the leaders of the surge, capturing the imagination of investors and collectors alike. In fact, price guides and coin investment reports continue to list the 2003 no mint mark penny as a sleeper hit, a coin that was once overlooked but now commands respect and huge bids. And given its current auction record of $73,984, experts suggest this penny may continue to appreciate in value, especially as more people enter the hobby and the supply of top-grade examples remains incredibly low. How to sell or grade your PNNY? If you think you have a valuable 2003 Lincoln penny, the first thing to do is protect it. Avoid touching the coin's surface with your bare hands. Instead, handle it by the edges and store it in a coin flip or protective holder. Then, research grading services like PCGS or NGC. Submitting your coin for certification can validate its authenticity and help you receive top dollar when you go to sell it. You can list the coin on trusted platforms like eBay, Great Collections, or Heritage Auctions. Just be sure to include clear photos and a detailed description. Coins that are certified, photographed properly, and marketed well can attract serious buyers. If your coin is rare and graded highly, you could be looking at a life-changing payday. The 2003 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a powerful reminder that incredible value can be hidden in the most ordinary places, in your change, your piggy bank, or your grandmother's old coin collection. While most pennies are worth just 1 cent, a select few, like the one we explored today, carry a story, a legacy, and a market value that can rise to nearly $74,000. So keep searching, keep learning, and never underestimate the hidden treasures that might be lying just beneath the surface of everyday life. If you found this video helpful, fascinating, or inspirational, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more rare coin breakdowns, and leave a comment below if you've ever come across a strange or valuable penny. Thanks for watching, and remember, history is always just a coin away.